It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They got to take care of business first.
First carry of the game now for the Texas superstar, Bijan Robinson. Calling a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Adams now looking to throw on second down. They'll fire deep, looking for more. Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. Well, obviously, they never want to see penalties on that defense, but this one a little bit more significant there on the downfield pass play.
And coaches preach it all the time. You can't put yourself in that kind of position if you're the defender. You've got to stay in a spot far downfield where you can play the ball without creating extra contact.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. On the handoff, McClellan will take it inside the 25. The Falcons at 1-3 here in the early part of the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
From the 24 now, here's a 2nd and 8. Now it's McClellan, and he's going to get this pretty close to the first down marker at the Giants' 18-yard line. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down. It's McClellan, and he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
Now 1st and 10 at the 11. On the ground, here's McClellan. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6. was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
They'll run with McClellan. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Back now in Atlanta, second quarter action. The Falcons with the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On 3rd down, they'll try and pick it up with a counter. They didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Robinson will score. Touchdown Atlanta.
Boy, 2 long, sustained drives by each team to start things out. It's kind of similar to how the pitch clock has shortened baseball games. That means we'll be out of here quickly if we get a few more drives like that. We're in the second quarter now, and we've only had 1 drive apiece, each of which have ended with touchdowns.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it was Bijan Robinson who took it home with a touchdown run. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated. Tyler Lockett! And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into it because they were there to help break that pass up.
On second down, here's a run with, and now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Falcons grab it. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Mayfield now after the fumble recovery. Got bottled up fumble. It's out. It's loose.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. Mayfield looks to throw. Open man is Mingo. Complete. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Falcons grab it. And he takes a shot at the end of that play.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last two, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
Following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. He's going to look deep for more. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So a PI call going to cost him there defensively. What did you see?
Well, I think it's the right call, partner, because sometimes we'll see officials kind of let them play. But by the letter of the law, that's definitely a penalty.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. They're not liking the look. They'll change the play. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And a second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. The gun. They'll look to throw. Looking deep here for Mooney. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he gets in. Touchdown Atlanta. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons have taken the lead.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here. And we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Now Youngway Koo for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. And they try to start it with now a whole lot of real estate in front of them. And cross territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, payday. Touchdown. Here's Koo to kick off. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. And New York set to take the field. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
Mayfield's throw complete there to Smith. A big play there for the Giants. 41 yards.
It may look routine when you see the finished product, but what a nice job of concentration there. Catching the football on that route and then taking it a nice distance. A great example for an offensive throwing short and running long.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And he loses the football a second time. And the Falcons grab it. And they have the football and the takeover at the 24-yard line. And now 3 drives, 3 fumbles.
What's amazing about it is when we go around and watch practices, how many times do we see them put that sleeve over a football now to make it more slippery and hard to handle? It's almost like they're playing with that sleeve on the ball right now. Was it 3 drives?
Yep.
3 fumbles?
3 fumbles.
It's time to change your luck some way, somehow. Focus, concentration, you'll hear those words on the bench in a big way right now.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And that's to about the 28. 2nd down coming up.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Now Adams to throw. To throw on 2nd down. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, pulled it in. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 38 yards. First down, McClellan, and they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Now a 2nd and 2. Robinson up the middle. He will push his way down to about the 14. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming. Up the middle they go. McClellan. And he's going to have a Falcons 1st down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward to get the 1st down.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. On the give, here's Robinson. And he was able to shed 1 tackle, but could not get away from there. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on third. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. A great play there. In the final seconds of the first half. And the Falcons will extend their lead here just before halftime. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
Extra point by Kerr, up and good. And it's now 21-7. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, we'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you two in a bit. For now, plenty of early game action around the NFL to get you caught up on, so let's get to it. We'll begin our trip around the NFL with an interesting one right off the bat, and that one closing in on halftime with the Cowboys out on top. Dak Prescott has thrown a touchdown pass.
Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. This fielded right at the goal line. And with a well-placed kickoff, that's what these new rules can do for you. As he'll be backed up to start this drive. The Falcons offense ready to get going to begin this third quarter. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves,
launches deep. A jump ball. This is caught. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 48 yards.
Another big play right there. And this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 43. Back to throw. Adams. There's Mooney with another catch. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
You have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now a give right side. McClellan. Bobby Okereke making that tackle. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
On 2nd down, McClellan. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Now, during that run, an injury here, we got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Now 3rd down and 7. Looking to throw. Adams. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Off the play fake. Adams. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert. And they turn it over. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Giants are going to get the football back. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Mayfield on 1st down. We'll get this out wide to Singletary. Down the left sideline. And down to the 16-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 57 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Here's Mayfield. And he'll get this underneath to Singletary. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll make it 2nd down. On the counter, this is Singletary. And that one blown up quickly. As he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. On 3rd down, Mayfield. And it is caught. Touchdown. Jonathan Mingo. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are back within a score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. So that drive, 4 plays, and it was polished off by a Giants touchdown. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 up to 27. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. Clock showing 90 seconds to go in the third. Adams on 1st and 10. He's going to look deep here for Ward. A leap, and he's got it. He got it. It's a big play here for Atlanta. 49 yards.
They spend a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Adams. He finds his man complete. That's Frazier. And they got it inside the 10 at the 8. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second down and a run by Robinson. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Robinson, and he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down about the 2-yard line. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
They'll run for it with Robinson, and he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Bijan Robinson, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. So 4th and goal, their head coach gave that offensive line 1 more chance to punch it in, and this time they were successful.
They certainly paid off the coach's confidence, didn't they? And how about the fact that they stayed with the ground game? Because a lot of times in that situation, partner, we see teams try and roll the quarterback out, give him a little run-pass option, and treat it like a 2-point conversion play. In this case, they went with a little bit more power and got it done.
touchdown. Here's Koo to kick off. And he'll wisely just take a knee here. This ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Now out come the Giants. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out when they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you score once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Over the middle to Smith. Now the ball comes loose. But I believe the Giants got this back, and they will hold on to the possession. Or call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. But the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Mayfield on play action. He's got it.